Lately, I've been feeling this quiet shift in my life. It's hard to explain, but it's like I can sense something's changing. Like one chapter is slowly coming to an end, and another one is waiting to begin. There's this mix of emotions that comes with it. A little bit of fear, a lot of uncertainty, but also peace. Almost like my soul knows it's time to move forward, even if my mind hasn't completely caught up yet. I've started to notice the signs. Things that used to feel right now feels heavy. Conversations that once made sense now feels forced. And parts of me that used to crave certain things just don't anymore. It's not that anything went wrong. It's just that I've outgrown certain versions of myself. And that's the thing about life. It moves into chapters. Some end softly, some end suddenly, but every ending is really just an invitation to begin again. So in this moment, I'm choosing to listen to that shift instead of fighting it. I'm learning to let go with grace, to close the pages that no longer serve me, and to trust that whatever comes next is part of the story I've meant to live. Because sometimes the most powerful growth doesn't come from forcing change. It comes from recognizing that you've already changed, trusting myself enough to turn the page. It's been a wonderful 3 years that I've started Yours Truly podcast. I really don't know what direction I am taking, whether to continue with the podcast or to end it all. A part of me feels that sense of ending a part of my life, and who knows, maybe this could be the end of my podcast. But to truly know if it's the end, on this episode, I'll be explaining myself and where I envision my podcast to be at, most likely where I see my life heading towards. So if you're dying to know whether or not this would be the end of the episode for Yours Truly podcast, keep listening because you don't want to miss this episode. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Yours Truly. It is I, your one and only host, Druelee, of course. And let's not forget my co-host, Arabelle. She is sleeping next to me, well, actually right behind me. But as always, if you guys hear a jingle in the background, that is her. So based on the introduction that I have given you guys, are you guys curious to know whether or not I am ending my podcast? Are you super curious? So the answer to that is no, I'm not going to stop my podcast. Let's just say that I am giving myself a break. For those who has ever done editing, when it comes to editing videos, making music, or anything that is artistic, I'm going to let you guys know that it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. For those who has never experienced that and has no idea what it's like to be behind the scene when it comes to doing anything that is social media, posting and whatnot, it does take a toll in basically my life, okay? And I've been thinking a lot. I have been reflecting on my life, and it's been, like I always say, been a minute since I posted my last episode. And I just realized that although I enjoy editing and being creative and posting things and sharing you guys what I've gone through, and in hopes that for those who can relate or for those who want to feel validated or be assured that you're not the only one that's going through some hard shit in life. Like, I've been through it, and I am just one of those people that is willing to share my experience because I have nothing to hide. But the fact is that as I am living my life, as I am taking the time to be creative, to post genuine and honest things for you guys, it does take a lot in my life. It's to the point where I felt like I mentioned in the introduction, a chapter of my life has come to an end. And what I mean by that is that it's not that I'm ending my podcast. It's more of I no longer have the desire or the need to talk about things that has happened in my past. Although I will eventually mention that because I believe whatever happens in our past should be something that we should share for those as an example or just a life lesson that we've learned. Let's just say that if you went through something terrible in your life, but yet you haven't learned anything from there and you still repeat the same mistake, it means that you haven't really learned your lesson. And I believe that when something crucial happens to your life that you don't want even your worst enemy to go through, it can be a lot. And some of us may surpass that. Some of us are still behind, and some of us are still stuck in that lesson. For me, honestly, I felt like whatever has happened in my past that I didn't think that I would have gone through, I surpassed that. I moved on. Although we want to be in control in our life, some things we cannot control. And I've mentioned that in my podcast, and I realized that in this generation, especially when it comes to social media, there's so many podcasters out there that are talking about the same thing. They're talking about relationships, they're talking about divorces, they're talking about culture, what else? Dating do's and don'ts, life lessons. I felt like the people that are doing podcasts are talking about the same thing, and I feel like I'm just one of those people that are repeating things that other people have said already, and I just don't want to be that person. I believe that if you, as the listener who are listening to this episode, if you truly want change in your life, you have to want to seek it. And that's what I did. I've kind of been like everyone else, where went through a relationship, went through a breakup, and if I would have chose to get into another relationship, that could take me into a different life. I don't know where it will take me, but to this day, as I am talking to you guys right now, I wouldn't be where I am at now if I did decide to get into another relationship. I mean, it's normal, right? It's normal for people to want to desire a relationship. For me, I just knew that people that I've known that have did that, or I have heard people who have done that, it wasn't successful. Some people were successful, but majority of the time, they were not successful. And in the end, it just hurt that person in the end. I didn't want to go through that. And so if I have to take the opposite road where I have to be in my emotions, not suppress any of my emotions, and actually deal with it and be alone for the period of time, I am okay with it. For those who do think about taking the single road or the lonely road, all I have to say that in the end of it, you will see the light. And I mentioned that in my previous episode as well too. It is lonely now, but then later on, it won't be. This episode, I'm going to be everywhere just because I don't want to teach you guys anything. I think I've done that for my other episodes. It's just more of what I am currently thinking of and what I am doing in life. Even though I don't make sense, I hope I do for some of you guys. If not, then you guys are more welcome to just click off and just wait for my next episode. I don't know. But all in all, I'm just trying to tell you guys is that I just been through a lot, and I've experienced some new things in my life, some like epiphanies and some like things that I am learning a lot about myself. And as I am embarking in this singleness journey, a lot of the old chapters that I've lived is coming to an end, and it has ended. And I just felt like there's like a shift in my life. This journey to singleness has also made me feel humble to an extent, to give myself grace, give grace to other people, and to understand a lot of things that other people go through. I've come to a point in my life where Not only do I want to understand myself, but to understand where people are coming from, why they think the way they do, and just to understand them and to pretty much give them grace. It's not have it to where they can do whatever the fuck they want to do or enable them. It's more of taking accountability and see what's right from wrong. And on top of that, I've just learned to just get to know myself a lot more. What I like, what I don't like. I have seen myself enjoying rave concerts. I know it's weird, right? But I just love the vibe of it, okay? Raving is just, I don't know, I might be late to this type of music, but I have enjoyed myself into going to these rave concerts. Also with that, I just want to put myself in nature. I know it's getting a little bit colder in Minnesota, but I just felt like I need to put myself out into nature, go on walks, and yeah, do something outside of home. I've been cooped up at home for a long period of time, plus working as well too. And I just have to remind myself to give myself a break and to free up my weekends so that I can enjoy nature and what God and the universe have provided for us humans to enjoy. And so it's just a lot of things that I can see now that my life is shifting. I am also shifting the way I believe certain things. And for those who have grew up in a certain mindset or certain beliefs when you were younger, like me, take me for an example. You know how I mentioned that I grew up in a Christian family, right? A Christian Hmong family. I will have to say, to this day now, I no longer believe in church. I'm gonna be honest, I no longer believe in church. I still believe there is a God, but I don't believe in being a Christian. Don't believe in you having to go to church, serve the Lord in order to go to heaven or hell, whatever that is. I have a different belief now, and I'm searching for that. There is a name for it, but I don't want to reveal that for you guys just because this belief is still new to me. And it's something that I felt like it's more me. I don't feel restricted. I don't feel like I am doing something that will cause me to feel any fear. It's really releasing and very freeing of me. Yeah, I'm just shifting the way I see things, the way I view things. Most of it is just more of certain things that I used to love, I used to like, I used to believe in the past, my old self. I no longer am that girl. I'm no longer that person. I don't care about a lot of things. And what are those things I don't care about is I don't care about culture. I don't care about religion. I don't care about politics. I don't care about whether or not people give me validations. I don't care if I have to portray myself to be a type of person just to get people to validate me and all those things. I just don't fucking care. You know, those things don't really mean nothing to me because I know myself. I love myself. I can only validate myself. And those who have been listening to my episodes or all my episodes till now, you guys already know the reason why I'm like this is because I've learned to love myself. I've learned to know that at the end of the day, in my last episode, the key to life is you. If you don't like the way your life is like, what do you need to do to change that? You can say I've mastered that already. I know that already, and I want to be that. I want to remind myself that if there are certain things in my life that I don't like and that I can and cannot control, what is it that I can do to change that? That is where I'm currently at in my life. And on top of that, going back to my podcast, like I mentioned, I've said so much already. I feel like I am a radio station where I'm just repeating a lot of things that is already available to the public. For those who love podcasts, who love listening to episodes on self-mastering or self-love or improving yourself, there's so many people that I can direct you guys to listen to. And if you truly, truly want to change your life and embody that person who wants to live a life that's fulfilling, you have to be the one to want to go out there and find that. I am just one of those representatives that will do that and will tell you. But I'm to the point in my life where I don't want to just take certain things from certain people that people already mentioned already and to tell it to you guys, because I already know that. And I just felt like I'm just repeating myself. Is this the direction that I want for my podcast? Not really, because I just felt like it's just not fulfilling for me. I understand it. I am living my life from what I've learned from listening to those podcast episodes. I'm just at the point where I need more. Maybe this is like a woman's issue. I don't know what it is. But for me as an individual, as a person, when I feel like I completed something in my life, I want more. I want something different. I really don't know where I want to shift when it comes to my podcast. Maybe talk more about taboo topics. I don't know. But I feel like this is a good time for me to take a break and to get to know myself more, get to learn something new, and involve myself in something that would better myself, find new hobbies, find new beliefs, or do something that is not the norm that I will normally do. I just felt like I am not like everybody else, where everybody is chasing fame, chasing clout, or people who's just, want to put themselves out there just to be famous, or just wanting other people to stroke their ego or validate them. Like, I don't care for those shit no more. It's like, I know that in order for me to get those, I had to do that myself. And now I'm just in the point where I just want to explore myself, explore what I enjoy, exploring new things, new hobbies. I'm not the old me. I am straying away from what I used to believe, what I used to do in the past. And it's only to better myself. It's only to improve myself. And you guys, I'm super excited just because I am happy where I'm at in life. I am enjoying what is going on in my life. There's certain things that I can improve, but the only way I can improve is if I make that change. And I'm slowly doing that. I just want to pretty much just let you guys know that I'm doing good. I will need a break from posting episodes. I will definitely do a lot more TikTok videos just because I felt like it's a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker. And I just enjoy doing those videos, even though I haven't been posting a lot. But when it comes to my podcast, I will definitely come back and update you guys. But it won't be like how I would normally do it, where you guys will see an episode, I don't know, once a month, twice a month, who knows. Well, just know that I'm just done talking about life lessons. I'm done talking about what I've learned when it comes to life, becoming a better person. Because you guys can get those information from ChatGPT, or you can get that from your therapist. If you have someone that you look up to, like a mentor or someone who inspired you, they will tell you exactly the same thing that I've learned in life. Now, if you're having a hard time and you don't know what to do with your life and you don't have anybody that you can look up to, but then you stumble upon my podcast, I highly recommend you guys to just listen to the beginning until now. That way you guys get to know me a bit more, and on top of that, you guys get to learn about what I have learned about my life and life in general. All in all, you guys, it has been a long journey for me. I've learned to give myself grace. I've learned to accept things the way that it is. I've learned to let go of a lot of things, and I learned to regulate my emotions. And I am learning to enjoy my life, whether I am doing this alone or with other people, with family or friends, whatever it is. Just know that I am happy in my life. And for those who are contemplating on embarking into singleness, it takes a lot. When I think about it, I've come a long way. I mean, 5 years has been long, okay? But I feel like it's been like a snap a finger and things just happened the way it did, and I'm happy. I'm content. Will I welcome a new relationship? At this point, at this very point, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't care if I'm in one. I don't care. I don't have the desire. Maybe if I meet someone that will change my mind or whatever it is, maybe. But I am loving my singleness. I love to just wake up in the morning or just wake up in general, maybe late in bed or whatever, and just lie in bed, scroll through my TikTok and, get up whenever I want to get up, eat whatever I want to eat. And I am just enjoying the life. I don't have anybody to bother. I don't have to cater to anybody. That's the perk of being single. And for those who have a hard time being single, it's totally fine. But I'm just letting you know, the moment you decide to be single and live this kind of life, yes, it is lonely. However, it is fulfilling and I enjoy every bit of it. I would have loved to just meet more single people who have the same mindset like me. But because your homegirl is always cooped up at home, I don't meet people like that. But you know what? It's okay. I am just in a point in my life, like I mentioned, where I just want to get out of the house, interact more, find out things that I want to enjoy that are things that I haven't done before, and making the best out of my life. The way that I think about it, we all are going to die one day, and I just want to come to a point in my life where when it comes to the day that I die, I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I've done things that I always wanted to do, and that's where I am now. Yours Druelee podcast will not end. I will definitely check back on you guys and post for you guys if anything happens or anything major happen or if I miss you guys. Definitely check out my other social medias, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website. I will post more on those, but in the meantime, I am just taking a pause from my podcast because like I said, you guys, when you are actually in it and you're doing 100% of the editing, recording, posting, and all that stuff, it takes a toll in your life, because it does take a toll in my life. And I just want my weekends to be free where I can enjoy life. I can enjoy good food, good restaurants, and good people, and just be with people that I enjoy being with. I'm not saying this is the end of your Druelee podcast. I'll pop up here and there. Just waiting to see. It might take me a couple months, a couple of weeks, who knows. But I just want to inform you guys that yours Druelee is not ending. I'm just taking a pause, and I am in a point where I don't want to deliver anything that has been said and done from other podcasters. Like I said, plenty of podcasters that are teaching each and every one of us about life and doing life. And if you are searching for that for yourself, you're more than welcome to listen to my podcast. But I highly recommend you to reach out to other podcasts too, because they also talk about a lot of things about life, how to improve self, how to love self, and all that good stuff, okay? I just don't want to repeat the same stuff that I've learned from them. But if it makes sense to just hear from someone who is, I don't know, Asian, female, single, Hmong, whatever it is, then by all means, take a listen. But if not, and you would rather hear somebody who's, I don't know, more experienced, who has the degree or more life experience, highly recommend you to reach out and listen to a lot of podcasters, okay? But, yeah, I just don't want to ramble too much. I hope that everyone is doing well. It's almost the end of 2025. This year has gone super quick. If I don't come back with another episode, then I'll just say this. Happy Halloween. Happy Thanksgiving. Sagittarius season. Because, baby, it's my month. My season is coming up. And, of course, have a Merry Christmas and New Year's. I don't know. I might pop up here and there. Who knows? But yes, just in case if I don't post another episode, I just want to say that to each and everyone who are listening. And yeah, this is not goodbye, you guys. This is more of let's take a pause. Let's come back when we have something exciting to talk about, okay? Because you guys, I don't want to bore you guys. I want to talk about some very interesting things. So if I have to take time to figure out what I want to talk about when it comes to Yours Truly podcast, I will come back and I will update you guys. But until then, I hope everyone is doing great. I hope that everyone is safe. I hope that everyone is loving themselves. And if you don't, make that change because you are in control of your life, okay? Remember that. But other than that, let me stop blabbering because if I don't stop, this is going to be an ongoing randomness, okay? Other than that, you guys can always find me and follow me on my social medias on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, and my website as well too. And yeah, I do miss you guys. This is not goodbye, you guys. It's more of to be continued for the new revamped of Yours Druelee podcast, of course. Okay? Other than that, I'll see you guys on my next episode. Bye!